on this week's episode of the Engaging Marketeer, I want to have a little bit of a moan, a little bit of a complaint, a little bit of a rant. Call it what you will, because there's a lot of people in business who don't understand the concept of how you do anything is the way you do everything, and it's a well-known phrase. It's a well-trodden path that how you do anything in business or in your life reflects on every aspect of what you do within your business. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because there's one person in particular. I'm not going to name anyone. I'm not going to drop anyone in it, so don't think this is going to be some sort of muck spreading thing. I'm not. There's one person in particular who I have invited to come along and been expecting them to come along to a meeting, not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4, but over half a dozen times. And this same person has said, yes, I'm going to be there. Yes, I'm coming along. Yes, register me on. I want to meet these people. I want to talk to them about what they do and about what I do. And they've known full well what the meeting is. They've been expected. They've been meaning to come along. Everybody has been expecting them, and they've just not turned up. They have just not turned up. Now, I can get this if this happens once. So, for example, if somebody invites you along to, say, a networking meeting and you think, oh, I don't really want to go to that, but I'll say yes just to stop them nagging me. And then you get to the morning and your alarm goes off, or the night before you think, I've got to set my alarm for the next morning at this time, and I don't really want to do that, so I'm just not going to turn up. And then maybe you'll send them a message that night before and go, oh, I'm not going to make it, unfortunately. And you'll give some pathetic excuse like, there's something I can't get out of, which usually means bed. Can't get out of that. Or there's something's cropped up, or somebody's sick in the night. The usual stuff. And you'll leave it at that. But this person hasn't done that. They've just not turned up. No message, no follow-up, nothing whatsoever. Then I've chased them up with the usual response that I will do when someone doesn't make a meeting that they've said they're going to make. Something along the lines of, oh, sorry we missed you this morning, or sorry we missed you yesterday. I hope everything's okay and you're all right. Basically meaning, where the fuck were you? Sometimes I'll get a response back, oh, sorry, yeah, something came up, or this happened, or that happened, or, oh, yeah, I couldn't make it. And sometimes they'll say, can you put me on for the next one? Or is there one in the future I can do? Yeah. But in this guy's instance, there's radio silence each and every time. No message about why I didn't turn up, nothing like that. And then I'll message them again a bit later, and they'll say, usual excuses, oh, can you put me on to the next one? Or I'll come to the next one. And I've done that again and again and again, and this guy's just not turning up. Now, this may seem fine to you because it's a networking meeting. This guy is not a member. He doesn't have to come along, obviously. He's not obligated in any way to turn up. And it may seem that all he's doing is just letting one person down by not coming along when he was invited or when he said he was going to come. But that's not the case. What this guy is doing... What he is doing is he is telling every single person who's at that meeting, every single person who is expecting him to be there because they've been told this guy's coming along, he wants to meet you and he wants to meet you because of what you do and it's related businesses. He's telling all of them, I could not be asked. I thought nothing about not turning up to meet you because your time is absolute shit to me. I'm more important than you. I found something better to do, or I just stayed in bed and I could not be bothered. And he's not done that once. He's not done it twice. He's not done it 3 times. He's done it over half a dozen times. And what he isn't realizing is that the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Now, this guy is in... I've got to be careful what I say now because I'm not going to name the company and I'm not going to name the guy. This guy is in a building property related sector. A building property related sector. So a great introduction for him would be property developers or architects or building surveyors or builders or roofers, something that is able to use the services that he offers. And he's not the only person who does what he does. There's a lot of people who does what he does. So he's telling all of those people that he can't be relied upon. He cannot be trusted. He is not the sort of person who's going to turn up when he is expected to turn up. And that's left me really, really close to being an absolute arsehole with him and messaging him along the lines of, if I was going to give you a referral, for example, would you turn up? Would you actually turn up with the person I introduced you to for a referral for some business? Because it just occurs to me that the last 6 times you've been expected to turn up and you've said you were going to turn up, you just didn't bother. You just thought, sod it, I'm not going to bother because you guys are not important to me. I don't care what you think. My business is more important than you. Sod you. And I cannot genuinely fathom what goes through someone's mind to do that. If you are in business, you need other people to respect you. You need other people to understand that you are reliable, to believe in you, to have trust in you, to have confidence in you. Otherwise, why the hell would they refer you? Why the hell would they use you? Why would they put you in front of their best clients if they think you are the kind of unreliable dipshit that is not going to turn up? So why would you reinforce that belief again and again and again? That's what I cannot understand. That's what I just don't get. That you are telling business owners in your area, in your industry, that you are unreliable. Now, if you're the sort of person that gets invited to networking meetings and you don't really want to go, say no. Say, no, that's not for me. It's not something I'm going to do. Do not say yes and then just not frickin' turn up. Because what you are doing is you are irreparably, it's easy for me to say, irreparably damaging your reputation. You are telling everybody you cannot be trusted, you cannot be relied upon, you are a waste of space. And that's what this guy is, an absolute waste of space. To say over half a dozen times, yeah, I'll be there. I'm looking forward to meeting them. I'm going to be there, definitely. And then just not frickin' turn up again and again and again. Now, yes, I host more than one networking meeting. I'm quite well known within networking and business referral circles, and it's what I do. So I know your reputation is everything. If you expect to be given referrals, if you expect to be introduced into businesses that are going to help you, that are going to advance you where you want to be, then you need to be consistent. You need to be sending out the same message. Do not piss people off by saying you're going to do something and then reveal yourself to be unreliable. And I'm sorry I've had this bit of a rant, but I think it's important because there are too many people out there, and I hope anyone listening to this isn't one of them. There are too many people out there who do not value their own business enough to be reliable for other people. And if you think nothing about letting someone down without any warning, without any notification, and doing it again and again and again, then you should not, and this is going to sound harsh, you should not be in business. You should not be in business because you are not capable of running a business. If you did that as an employee to your employer, you would be fired. You would be sacked from your job. You would be let go. Because that is not the kind of attitude, the kind of behavior that a company is going to tolerate. So why should you get away with that running your own business? Why should you get away with that doing it to other people who are in business? I realize this has been a bit of a lecture. I realize this has been a little bit of a ranty, moany bitch fest. But it is important that you know Do not disrespect people's time. Do not disrespect people in their business. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Do not continually piss people off and let them down, because they will never use you and you will be blackballed. You will be disregarded from a business standpoint. They will never refer you again. And people have long memories. I've got a really freaking long memory, let me tell you. So that was the nature of this podcast. I apologize if I've gone off at a tangent. It's been a bit too arsey, but that's what I wanted to get off my chest this week. So thank you for listening to The Engaging Marketeer. I will catch you on the next podcast, where hopefully it will be a little bit more upbeat.